Hey guys, welcome back. As a lot of you would know, Star Stable has decided to attempt to launch the game on mobiles. Now, they have released the closed beta for people in Australia and only on iOS phones. I was very lucky to have an iOS phone and also be based in Australia, and I was selected to be a part of the closed beta. I was really excited about it. I know a lot of people were really apprehensive about I don't know, just how the game will function and whether it would be, I don't know, worth it. I was kind of excited about it, and honestly, I think it's only been out for like a week now. It's really, really good. For closed beta, there are really, really few bugs. It has crashed on me a few times, but once you're in the game, it actually runs really, really well. I have an iPhone 7, and I don't think it kind of overworks the system. It doesn't seem to get too hot. I've played so many more games that make the phone overheat, and I gotta say, this isn't one of them. I do think it is quite demanding though, and that's probably why it has crashed a couple times. But moving forward, I think, Star Stable will, do what they can to minimize that. I did ask them if I was able to do a video on this and show game footage, and they said yes, that was absolutely fine, but I did need to make it clear to everyone that this is not the final product. They will be altering it. This is literally the very first stage of testing to the public, and it's only been out for like a week. I think a lot of horse games struggle with kind of making them really user-friendly and making sure they're kind of, I don't know, easy to use and as well as, looking good and everything. We've all played those horse games where they just look like absolute potatoes that have been hit by a truck. Star Stable is one of the few games that actually has pretty good looking horses, and now that it's on mobile, I think that's going to open up so many more opportunities to phone users all over the place. So I think it was a really good business move by them. And I will show you some game footage shortly, but I did just kind of want to start off by showing you what it looks like on the phone. So I will get into the actual footage at the end of the video, but I did just want to discuss a couple things first. Especially about the interface, kind of what it looks like. Pretty much the main issues that I have are with the horse controls. You've got the up and down arrows that you press on the right side of the screen, which will make your horse go faster and slower. And then on the left side of the screen, you've got the left and right arrows to make them turn. Now, when you're on foot, you just have a joystick. And that is something that I would like to see in riding, because the amount of times I've been racing and my fat ass thumbs just manage to mash both the buttons at the same time, I don't end up turning, and then I run into jumps. The thing is, it's very difficult to start with, and you will make a lot of mistakes. I would not recommend running any champs for a while until you've really got the hang of it, because it does take practice. But I think once you do kind of get the hang of it, it is actually fine. I think it's just a personal preference to me, because, I don't know, I feel like a joystick would be better. It would kind of, you'd make less mistakes. And I mean, if they have a joystick for the on-foot, for when you're on foot, I feel like it should just be a simple switch. I don't work in game development, I know nothing about it, so I can't really say anything, but that's what I would like to see. I did also have an issue with the chat. It only happened the first time I logged in, and it hasn't happened since. Pretty much all that happened was I used it, I had the chat open, and then when I left the home stable, it disappeared from the corner and I couldn't reopen it. Like I said, it hasn't happened since, but it might just be something to look out for. And The final issue that I have is with the wardrobe, and I will show you. Pretty much it uses the old icons, which makes it really hard to find what clothes, what tack you're picking, and obviously you can't, hover over it with a mouse with your finger like you can with a mouse. But other than that, those are my main issues. And like I said, one of them just takes practice. One of them is I haven't had any further issues, and so it's really just that last one. Other than that, it's running so well for me. And with other players, seeing, they're not glitching out or anything. It's working so well, and I'm so impressed. So I've got the game up. So here's what it looks like. And I just bought a new pony. I named it Tiny Time. So, as you can see, this is what I was talking about. It's a little difficult to see. Okay, let's see. This is gonna be difficult. Okay, so you got these arrows here. So if you're trying to move, oh my god, this is difficult. Also, don't forget it is mirrored since I am using a selfie camera, which makes things very difficult. Okay, and then you got, jump buttons, there's your dismount, there's your map, it's really good anyway, it's nifty. So that's kind of what it looks like on the phone. Yeah, it's fantastic, and I'm just going to go into my stable quickly and show you if I can actually find my way there. I'm not going to be able to get up here, am I? Okay. Come on, there we go. If you're actually properly using the phone, it's much easier. I'm making it look so unnecessarily difficult purely because I am using it while it's mirrored and obviously pointing away, and I've got to try and navigate with this ring light glare as well. It's certainly a challenge. Alright, so stable should be here, shouldn't it? It looks so different when it's mirrored. So pretty much you just want to go and you just tap the door when you get close enough. Hello, I see me. And it crashed. That's okay. Like I said, it happens. I don't know, it kind of comes and goes in waves. Sometimes I will play for 30 seconds and it will crash every time. And then other times I really don't have any crashing issues at all. It probably does have an correlation with how many people are online at a time. Yeah, so it's currently 6:50 p.m, so I think it will be pretty, peak time where I am. So that might be why it crashes around now. But, like I said, that's okay. You really do have to expect, bugs and crashes, just because it is closed beta, and that's what happens, but I think compared to any other game, it's working really well. So you do have to take it with a bit of a pinch of salt. I would like to hear your thoughts as well. I really, if there's something that, you see from my footage that you really don't like or you think could be improved, or even things that you really do like, please comment, because what I'm gonna do is, with all the comments, if there are issues that kind of come up a few times, I can take those directly to Star Stable with my feedback as well. Because I think that they, although you guys can't access the game, it will be good for Star Stable to get as much feedback as they can, just starting off with. If they try and add things later on, it could lead to more bugs, it could, break other things, so I think it's good to catch things, as soon as possible. But like I said, I mean, it's the same game as the PC, it's just the user interface is a little bit different is all. The controls are a little bit different, and that's fine. It just takes some getting used to. But yeah, as you can see, it's the same game. It doesn't affect, what friends you can chat to. You're still on the same server. You're still got the same clubs and everything. So it's exactly the same as the PC version. It's just on mobile. You got to use your fingers. It's a bit more fiddly, and it takes some getting used to. But overall, it's the same game. And, it's free to download. Well, it will be free to download. And I mean, I really can't think of any reasons why they shouldn't do this. I think that it's gonna open up a lot more opportunities for people who maybe don't have a laptop or a computer of any kind. And yeah, I mean, personally, I have a really big, heavy laptop, and if I don't want to take it with me, I don't know, if I go spend the night at my boyfriend's house or something, then I can just play Star Stable on my phone. I'm all for it. I really can't see any negatives. All I can say is I hope they're able to somehow fix the crashing issues. If they can't, I mean, to me, it's not a huge deal. Just because I'm a patient person. If they left it exactly as it was, I would still play it. Because, again, it is the same game. It's just differently used. So yeah, and again, I really do have to stress this. It is not the final version. There is a lot more they're going to be doing to the app. They just needed to kind of use us in the first stage just to make sure that the game actually works and that it's somewhat playable to start off with, and to see if players are having any bugs that maybe the staff didn't have while they were testing the game. So yeah, it's a long way off, but considering it's closed beta, I think they are really ahead of where I expected them to be. So yeah, please let me know what your thoughts are. I can then relay them to the Star Stable team. And yeah, I am excited to see where things go. If there are any major updates, I will do videos on them. And yeah, I'll see you for that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow my social media pages, and I'll see you next time. Bye!